Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be testing out the Makeup Revolution Cannabis collection. So this is the chilled palette with Cannabis Sativa. This is what the inside looks like. You get a giant mirror, which is really nice. And this is what the colors are. Very pretty. And then they also have a high brow gel and then a mascara. I love this packaging, so pretty. And then also a calming makeup fixing spray. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I also grabbed to keep with the theme, I grabbed this from E.l.f. This is the Puff Puff Primer with hemp derived Cannabis Sativa. It says it's a nourishing face primer that helps prep your skin for makeup. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm just going to take a little bit of this and rub this all over my face. Don't mind this monster I have right now. I've been trying to really focus on my skin lately because I've had just like the worst breakouts in my later 20s. So maybe I'll do a video on the things I've been using that's really made a difference for me. Okay, so I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Infallible foundation. This is the shade 420. Shake that up. And then I'm just going to go in with this Wet n Wild sponge and just apply that all over. I've seen a lot of makeup brands lately who have been using like CBD oil and cannabis. So I'm interested to see. I don't know. I'm not really sure what it does, to be honest. Into my skin. Sometimes if I am wanting just like a little more coverage, I'll just add like one pump of this Super Stay foundation from Maybelline. So I think I might do that. Although this is pretty nice, but really I just kind of want to focus it on this little area because this covers so nice. So I'm just going to take like a tiny bit and then just kind of hit that blemish. And then just use the rest just to make sure that it all blends and looks nice and even. If any of you guys have already tried some of this cannabis makeup or CBD makeup, let me know what you think. Okay, so now that that is all blended in, I'm going to go in with some concealer. I'm just going to be using this Essence Camouflage matte concealer. I just got this recently and I really like this one. Plus the Essence brand is very affordable. I did get a makeup sponge from there that I didn't love though. It seemed like it was just absorbing all of my makeup. But I do really like this. So I'm just blending that out. I'm going to take a little on my eye just for a nice base for our eyeshadow. Okay. Now everything is blended. Okay, now I'm just going to go in with some powder and bake my under eye and then set my face. I'm just going to be using this Peach Perfect powder. This is like one of my favorite powders I've tried so far. Just makes everything look so flawless. Really hide your pores, which I can really use. Okay, so I'm just going to use my beauty blender and set that under eye. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. Okay, I'm just going to put a little more underneath my eye just in case we have some fallout from that palette. Oop. That's my dog. Always at my feet. Are you tired? Okay. Okay, I think I can be done with that. Now let's go ahead and just move on to the eyes, and then we'll come back to the rest of the face later. So I'm thinking there are a lot of green, but I kind of want to just do this purple shade all over this like shimmer. It's really pretty. Let's dip into it. And this is what it looks like. I don't know about this green. Dope. Looks really pretty too. Let's do dope. We'll do dope. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe that off my hand real fast, and then I'm gonna take off this foundation on my lips because that drives me crazy. Okay. Alright, so now I'm just going to grab a blending brush. There it is. And I'm just using the Luxie blending brushes. This is the Tapered Blending 205. And I'm just going to start with Relax. And just blend that all in my crease. Just doing circular motions back and forth. I don't think I've ever worn a green eye look. but it looks really pretty. Okay, so I'm just working that on both sides. Didn't really come in with a game plan, I'm just kind of winging it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. Let's see, I think we'll do Burn next to Relax. Take a little on a more, this is a 229 tapered blending brush. So then we're just going to work that on our outer corner. Try to keep it low and tight. And I'm just gonna, there's not much left on my brush, and I'm just gonna kind of bring it over just a little, blend that to my crease. I'm just gonna repeat the same thing on the other side, blow out any of that fallout. Just take it low. I never really noticed, I feel like my eyes are different shaped. Okay, so I'm just gonna work that in my corner, blend it out, and then whatever's left, just kind of bring it over. Okay, I'm gonna go back in with Relax and just kind of go over and blend out all of those edges. Just keep everything nice and blended. These are applying really nicely, nice and pigmented. Okay, now I'm going to take a even smaller brush, and I'm going to pick up some of this green and start applying it. I'm going to go in with Natural. And I'm going to add some of that to the outer corner as well, and kind of bring that real tight, because then I'm going to add a shimmer. Just kind of keeping it low. Blending it out. And repeat the other side. This is making me think of Christmas. All this green eye look, which I cannot wait for. Christmas and Halloween, it's my favorite time of the year. Okay, now I'm going to take my blending brush and go back in and kind of just blend out that green that I put. Okay, now for the shimmer, I'm going to go ahead and spray my brush just so we can really intensify that pigment of the shimmer. Seems like that always works better when you spray it. Or just wet it, you know, just use whatever you got. I'm gonna do that one more time. I just kind of wipe this off just a smidge first. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. Oh, mist is really pretty too, but I think we're gonna go in with dope. I'm gonna use this mirror because it's huge. And just apply that all over the lid. This would be a really pretty holiday palette, honestly. Getting a little fallout, but not too much. Okay, now I'm gonna go blend some of this out. I'm gonna take a little bit of natural, again that green shade, and I'm just gonna kind of work it and blend these edges. Keep it low. And then I'm just gonna one more time take Relax and just kind of blend that out as well. Soften those edges. Okay, Now I'm just going to kind of dust off some of that fallout. Oops, it'll just wipe away. And then okay, now I'm going to go for my under eye. I'm going to take that same Relax and run it under my eye. Do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to go in with natural. Just a little. I got LASIK this year, which 2020 and 2020 has been like a huge game changer. But I'm always afraid getting stuff in my eye. Okay. I'm just gonna take another brush and then just blend that out. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on to the rest of the face, and then maybe we'll come back and then finish the rest of the eyes. So I'm just going to wipe away, again, just any fallout that I had. And then I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is, oops, whoopsies. Well, I lost my brush. Hang on just a sec. Oh, here we go. So I'm just going to be taking this Morphe R2 brush. This is my favorite bronzer brush. And I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. So I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks. And the forehead. Down my neck. Body is getting a little tan this summer, but not my face. Just do a little on the nose. I don't really contour the nose too much. Just add a little something to it. Okay, now we're going to go in with some blush. This is the BH Cosmetics Nude Blush Palette. So I normally just stick to these two, so I just kind of mix them together. So I'm just going to do that. And just apply that to my cheeks, a little to the top of the nose. try to avoid that blemish. I'll just do the tops of my forehead just a little. The chin. Okay, so now I forgot to do a inner corner highlight, so I'm gonna take a little brush and I'm gonna go back into that palette and I'm just gonna take this shade Calm and highlight my inner corner. I'm just using a little brush. Just take that. Brighten up. And then just the tip of my eyebrow. Okay. Now for mascara, we're going to be trying out this Blowout mascara. It says it's a high volume mascara with cannabis. So let's try that. I'm going to use the same mirror again. This mirror is really nice. How large it is. And we're just going to blow out. Falsies today, so I'm kind of putting a good amount. I really like this. This is what the wand looks like. You can see that. Of course, I got myself, so I'm just gonna let that dry for a second, and then I'll do the bottom, and I'll just go in and highlight my face. But first, I'm just gonna kind of blend out just a little bit of that blush. Tone it down just a little bit. Okay. And I already did fill in my eyebrows, but we're gonna try this gel. This is in the shade Dark Brown. Just lightly that on. It did seem a bit dark, so I'm just trying to go in real light. Okay, so my camera quit on me for just a second, so I did just go ahead and just take off that little mascara that I got on my face. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go in with some lip. I'm just going to be using this MAC Velvet Teddy. And just apply that. I feel like I have been jumping around just a little bit. I kind of forgot what I was doing when my camera quit. And then I'm just going to go in with this lip plumping gloss. This is from E.l.f. in the shade Rosé. Okay, now I think I can do some bottom mascara. Try not to make a mess. Okay, so now I think all we need is some highlight. I'm just going to take this Morphe M510, which is a very popular brush. And I'm just going to be taking an Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And I like to mix this shade Summer and Moonstone. And just apply that to the cheeks. And just bring it up on the forehead, just a little temple. The nose. And on the other side. And the Cupid's bow. I feel like my blush on camera is looking darker than it is in person. It's okay. It's a little more subtle in person. Okay, so now that I got all of that on, I'm going to be taking that Calming Makeup Fixing Spray and just spraying that. I'm going to avoid the eyes because I already put my mascara on. Okay, I'm just going to use this and fan it out. Okay, and that is the final result. What do you guys think? I loved everything on this collection. This palette is just stunning. I think also, like I said, I think it'd be really fun for holidays. You get a lot of green selection, which is really nice, and they're really great pigmented. Oops. Love the mascara and the setting spray. So far, I really love it. What do you guys think? Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.